From 1910 to 1912, Reverend Wright of Gull Lake held occasional Church of England services in the Orange Hall at Tompkins. Thereafter, the settlement fell under the Ministry of Clergy and Lay Workers of the English-Canadian Church Railway Mission. It was Reverend Stickings of the Railway Mission who inspired the congregation to build a place of worship, which was opened in 1914 and dedicated to St Andrew. At this time, funds had been raised for a bell tower, but the belfry was not placed atop the church until 1958. Tompkins was set apart as a separate mission in 1920 with the appointment of the first resident clergyman, Reverend Williams. In 1922, the old Railway Mission clergy house was sold and the proceeds were put towards a new vicarage. A branch of the Women's Auxiliary had been formed as early as 1918, which helped to support parish activities and mission work. Likewise, a choir were organised early in the life of St Andrews, and by 1926 the Sunday School was a going concern, and that year saw the beginnings of the Little Helpers. Even in the more prosperous years of the 1920s, the parish had to rely on diocesan assistance, though. Like other parishes in the southwestern part of the diocese, the Tompkins parish was severely affected by the prolonged drought of the 1930s. There were continuous crop failures and lack of feed for farmer animals. A minimum stipend of $60 per month was recommended to parishes, but in the dried out areas of the diocese it was often not met. Close to 1/3 of that sum was used to make parish rounds, year-round. Despite these setbacks, the clergy remained with their people. In the case of Tompkins, the parish soldiered on as best it could, but a day of reckoning loomed. It happened in 1936 when Reverend Rhodes was withdrawn from Tompkins and the congregation was placed under the Gull Lake parish. This organisational arrangement continued into the late 70s. In the early 1980s, the parish was renamed Prairie Cross, and in March 1992, the parish of Prairie Cross was disestablished and Tompkins joined the parish of Maple Creek, which became known as Chinook Parish on May 1st of that year. Since 2002, the congregation of St Andrews has been served by a locally ordained priest, a member of the Tompkins congregation, Eleanor Rockabar. She trained for the locally ordained ministry and was ordained to the priesthood in 2002. She continues faithfully to look after members of the congregation to the present day.